Today, I wanted to talk about some games that I wish I could play again for the very first time. And if you have been watching the channel for a while, you probably are familiar with these games as I have talked about them in the past. But man, it's not like every single game I have played is a game that I want to play again. There's just a select few of games you wish you could play again for the very first time because of just how amazing the experience was. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the video. Starting off with a game that I haven't really talked about that much. I've only talked about it on the channel only once, and that game is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now, even though I don't think this game is a masterpiece, I still loved it when I was playing it for the first time. It was the first Star Wars game that I had ever played, and it was just amazing, man, with all the different elements that I absolutely loved about it, especially being a fan of the movies. You know, you had the game's, darker environment, which I personally really did like, and I wish they carried this on with the sequel, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. As with Jedi Fallen Order, the game had a lot more darker environments, which did make the lightsaber shine and look a lot better in the first game, which is what I just really loved. And second thing about this game is that the gameplay was just really fun, and I really enjoyed it. Discovering Cal's Force abilities throughout the entire game, unlocking some new skills, was just really fun and amazing. And the map was weird, but it was sort of unique, It was nice getting lost in the world because you didn't really know what you were doing and where you were going because the map was just so weird and confusing. Another thing that was weird and confusing were the puzzles, and man, some I really did like, but I also hated some others. But it was just an overall amazing experience just figuring out these puzzles on my own, or sometimes just having to go on YouTube and search up, a walkthrough because some of them were just pretty complicated. But the locations of the game were pretty amazing as well. You've got Zepho and a lot of the other, planets that you could go to throughout the map and discover some really cool things and find some really cool items that you can equip to your lightsaber. I personally found Eno Cordova on one of the other locations, which is a part of Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, which, he is the GOAT. But I also felt what I really enjoyed about this game when playing it the first time compared to when I played the sequel Jedi Survivor is that the story just felt so much more grounded and real. I just really loved the story in Jedi Fallen Order compared to, Survivor, because it just felt so much more grounded, and the characters were amazing as well and a bit darker as well in some places throughout the story. But I also really did love the boss fights as well. The boss fights were also something really fun for me to go through, and they were just brutal, some of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them were just really fun with the lightsaber combats, and I just really loved it. And it was a really great experience that I definitely do wish I could experience for the first time. Next up is, and I think this is no surprise because I just love this game and I mention it a lot in my videos, Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I know, I talk about this game a lot, but it was just such an experience playing this game for the first time, and I really wish I could do that again because, man, the opening to this game is one of my favorite ones, and I still can't believe some people didn't get past Chapter 1 because Chapter 1 is one of my favorite chapters in the game. I absolutely love the opening to it, and sure, the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 2 was a bit slow, but they were still getting you familiar with the gameplay and all those sorts of stuff, the features. But man, just that opening, with the snow, it just blew my mind because when I was playing the game for the first time, it looked amazing. But because of how much I love the game, obviously I would be playing it a lot and have a lot of hours, so I have noticed some imperfections there and there, as we usually do with these games. But at the time, it was the most amazing game I had ever seen, as well as the details as well. Like, I knew Red Dead Redemption 2 was going to be a good game when I got into it, but I honestly did not expect to love the game that much. Like, the details just blew my mind, especially when going into that cabin and just seeing the snow melt. It was just mind-blowing, and I was just really not expecting it at all, and I was definitely not expecting to be in on an emotional roller coaster. Like, this game's story and the open world is just so alive and vibrant and amazing. The characters as well, Arthur Morgan, man, like, it was just such a wild ride, man. And when after, finishing, spoilers for Red Dead Redemption 2 if you haven't played it yet, after Arthur dying and playing as John, they did an amazing job with the camp and all the other characters, because when you're playing as John in the epilogue, you just feel so lonely, man, because the gang isn't there anymore. Like, you want to be Arthur, you want to go ride out with Dutch and Hosea, and with that, it just really shows how well Rockstar wrote these characters, because it's just amazing, and I absolutely love it. With all the different elements they added as well, with the hunting. This was in Red Dead Redemption 1, by the way, but the hunting in Red Dead 2 is amazing as well. Like, it was just an amazing experience, man. I wish I could play this game for the first time, because I just honestly didn't expect a lot of things with this game. Now, last but definitely not least, a game I've talked about before on the channel, but not as much as Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5. Man, if there is a game that I would pay a lot of money for to experience for the first time, it would definitely be this one. It was just an amazing experience playing this game, man. It was just like no other, especially considering how I got the game. It was the first game I had ever purchased on the Xbox and played. Previously, I'd played GTA 5 on a bunch of friends' house, on older consoles. So when I was playing it on the Xbox, it just looked amazing to me, man. Like, those graphics were just amazing for me, at least at the time, because it was the first game I played at the time. But man, I just loved the first mission. It was just amazing, and I love Los Santos, man. And even though, with other previous GTA games, I do feel like the story was better in, GTA 4 and, previous, I definitely did love the missions in GTA 5. They were just so memorable. The introduction to the game, the jewelry store heist as well. Like, GTA 5 for me personally has the most memorable missions. I just loved each and every one of them, and I also really loved the theme around money and mansions. You even have GTA Online there as well. It was just so amazing, and it was just such a vibe, getting a lot of money in the story mode, just spending it all on fast cars, driving around Los Santos, dressing in a suit. It was just amazing. Even though personally for me, a lot of the other previous GTA games I do prefer than GTA 5. GTA 5 will always have a special place in my heart, even though it's not my favorite one personally. Honestly, I don't have, any other words to describe it. It was just an amazing experience, and I would definitely love to play the game for the first time again. And even in my other video as well, which I will link in the description, why there will never be another game like GTA 5, you should definitely check it out. Those are the other reasons why I just love GTA 5 so much. But who knows, maybe I might change my mind when I get GTA 6 eventually. Don't even know when that game's gonna release. It will release in 2025, but who knows, might be delayed. But yeah, honorary mention, Mafia 2. I also love that game. It's my favorite Mafia game for now. Hopefully Mafia 4 will take that place in 2025. But those are games I wish I could play again for the first time. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Any other game you guys wish you could play again for the first time. Maybe I could do a part 2 as well, because these aren't the only games, but these are the ones I specifically want to talk about in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get to 300 subscribers. That would be absolutely amazing. Hope you guys have an amazing day forward. I'm the Meister, and I will see you guys next time.